Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Sid Roberts. I'm the Director of Engineering on Microsoft's Airband Initiative team. I'm based here at headquarters in Redmond, Washington. Thanks for inviting me to this lightning talk. Let's get started. I'd like to talk a little bit about exactly what the Airband program is all about. Across the country, people rely on internet for social and economic opportunity, whether it is to connect a small business to new markets, improve healthcare, or supporting innovation in agriculture. But for millions of Americans and billions of people across the globe, these opportunities remain out of reach simply because they happen to live in rural, remote communities. Consistent with our company's mission to empower every person and every organization on the planet to achieve more, we at Microsoft are doing our part to close the rural broadband gap through the Airband initiative. This slide takes a look at some of the data that characterizes the connectivity gap in the United States. What we know from FCC data is that some 21 million Americans lack access to broadband. In the US, broadband access is defined as 25 megabits down by 3 megabits up. What we further know is that some 17 million out of that 21 million is a population that resides in rural communities, and this is the remit and the target area for Airband. If we look at the challenge across the globe, what we know is that nearly 49% of the world is not using the internet. Furthermore, more than a billion people worldwide lack access to electricity. Now, for a cloud-based services provider, that is a travesty, and that is the area where we're trying to help, and that is the remit of the Airband team. As our CEO says, with no internet access, there is no cloud access. We aim to improve that. To say a little bit more about the Airband mission, which is to connect the unconnected, we're going to do this by partnering with equipment makers, internet and energy access providers, and local entrepreneurs to make affordable broadband access a reality for communities around the world. The key performance indicator by which we are measured is to acquire 3 million population under our partner footprint by July of 2022. And to be clear, this population has to be in the rural unserved demographic. Similarly, on the international scale, we have to get 40 million population under partner footprint by July of 2022. Here's a little bit more about our approach. We're going to incubate partnerships with internet service providers and hardware manufacturers. We're going to foster economic development in key broadband-enabled verticals, including precision agriculture, healthcare, education, and small businesses. And we're interested in commercialized and scalable technologies and deployments. Along the way, we've had to do a lot of pilot programs, but really this is all about sustainability and scalability of the networks through our partners. There are two ways to take advantage of Airband. If you're an internet service provider, you can enter the program through what's called the Airband Internet Service Provider Program simply by pointing your browser at the link I show here on the slide. When you do that, immediately you get to take advantage of pre-negotiated radio pricing, including television whitespace radios. Your company can sign up to be a Microsoft device and software reseller. The ISP can take advantage of pre-hosted business applications in Azure, such as a billing system and a CRM. We have nationwide deals with tower companies with pre-negotiated advantageous pricing, and there's a wealth of digital skills and content. This kind of a program typically appeals to smaller ISPs that don't want to have a heavy touch from Microsoft, and all of these benefits are simply available for signing up. The other way for telecommunications partners to take advantage of Airband is through what we call our commercial partnership. This is a heavier touch partnership where now the ISPs have access to the telecommunications expertise on my team, as well as to a dedicated cloud solution specialist to help them learn how to optimize the operations of their business parts of their network, as well as their technical parts of the networks, leveraging cloud services. Under a commercial relationship, there may or may not be an investment by Microsoft into the business at hand. In the event that Microsoft does invest in an ISP, we do have to get that money back through a revenue sharing mechanism. We have an indefatigable marketing team, and there will be joint press releases under the commercial program. And these partners also get to take advantage of our advocacy and all the work we do in Washington, D.C. to help change laws and improve the telecommunication landscape for rural operators. Airband ISPs make use of all forms of wired and wireless connectivity to deliver the use cases that they desire to consumers, SMBs, and enterprises in the rural parts of the country. One such solution, which is an unlicensed wireless point-to-multipoint solution, is called television white spaces, where we simply make use of the unoccupied 6 megahertz channels within the UHF band to deliver broadband services. This kind of solution has advantages in sparsely populated areas with rolling terrain where frequently there are non-line of sight use cases. Today's television white space radios have come a long way compared to what was available several years ago, and our partners are taking advantage to deliver excellent solutions in this demographic. That concludes my lightning talk, and I'll look forward to the Q&A coming up shortly. Thanks very much.